A very good morning to all the students for the today's presentation in connection with the introduction to jigs and fixtures. So these are the terms which you are finding them a bit new, and definition of jigs and fixtures, advantages, importance and difference between the jigs and fixtures. So before we proceed with the today's presentation, we need to understand some basic concepts, because in the last or the previous presentation we have already discussed about the drilling machines, drilling machine operations, okay, and types of drilling machines, radial drilling machines with their construction and working, etc. So we need to understand one important concept here. Generally the industries are going to produce the products in mass of the identical types. Suppose if at all we want to produce, if at all the industries decide to produce mass production of the same type of job, that means the type of job that is produced is in mass in terms of thousands and lakhs, same type, okay, then every time the operator has to set his cutting tool, his workpiece, etc. So these things can be avoided by using the devices known as jigs and fixtures. So basically you need to understand, before we start with the today's presentation, what is the meaning of a jig. A jig is an element or a device that guides and locates the workpiece, because we don't know whenever any type of workpiece is taken as per the drawing given, we need to drill holes at different points, okay. So the center point of those points can be located with the help of a device known as a jig, and this particular workpiece can be held firmly in a device, work holding device, called as a fixture. So generally we are going to define jig as a device that guides and locates the workpiece properly, means firmly, on a machine table, and the fixture is going to hold this workpiece. This is a very simple and a crude definition. So that is why it is necessary that the jigs and fixtures play a very important role in industries whenever the industries engage to produce mass production of identical jobs. So that we are going to understand in detail in the subsequent presentations. The successful running of any mass production depends upon the interchangeability. Now we need to understand what is the meaning of interchangeability, because these things we have already discussed in brief while studying your limits fits, and also in the machine, especially in the subject of machine drawing, okay, and also with the tolerances which you have already studied in brief in the previous semester. So we need to understand why this interchangeability concept is applied in the industries. So interchangeability is nothing but one type of a standardization. So that means, suppose if at all I want to fit, because whenever there is means any machine building is there, for example, that means if at all any machine tool is to be built, generally we have the components or the elements where one element will go into the another element. That means there are two important concepts or elements which we need to understand, that is called as the shaft and a hole. We know very well about that. So in that condition, both of them have to be maintained properly in a correct way, means in a standardized tolerance. So this is possible by the concept known as interchangeability, okay. So that means whenever any machinery is there where we want to replace the parts, the parts are replaced in two ways. One is the shaft and a hole, means as an assembly they are being replaced. So when that particular assembly device is being fabricated, manufactured, that is called as an interchangeability. That means if at all any part will not function in a machine tool, or it is not going to function properly, we want to go for the replacement of that. So that replacement is possible by the concept that is called as interchangeability, okay, to facilitate easy assembly, reduction of unit cost. This is very, very important. Mass production methods demand a fast and easy method of positioning work for accurate operations on it. So the mass production of the identical jobs can be achievable. So jigs and fixtures are production tool. Basically they are called as production tools. They are not machine tools. They are going to ease the productivity. That means they are going to indirectly assist in production so that the mass production of the same type of job can be carried out with the least cost and very fast. Used to accurately manufacture duplicate and interchangeable parts. Jigs and fixtures are specially designed so that large numbers of components can be machined or assembled identically if they are of the same type, and to ensure interchangeability of components. So if at all we want to see that a particular assembly has to be replaced, then we are going to use the concept known as interchangeability. Let us understand in detail about the meaning of interchangeability before we proceed in detail with the jigs and fixtures. An interchangeable part is the one which can be substituted for similar part manufactured to the same drawing. Your drawing is not going to change. Whatever the assembly drawing is there, it remains the same. So we want to see that that particular part is produced in mass. So when one component assembles properly, because whenever we speak about the assembly, it is always one part which is going inside the other part. There are two parts always. One will go inside the other part, and which satisfies the fundamental functionality aspect of the assembly. Means whatever the function is there, that is satisfiable if the assembly of that particular part is carried out correctly with any mating component. Mating means what? That is the production of different types of fits which you already studied, like your clearance fit, interchangeable, interference fit, etc., and transition fit, both chosen at random. Then it is known as interchangeability. So random selection of these components is being carried out in industries so that they will fit each other. So that is possible if the production of the holes is done properly with the help of a proper guiding tool. So such a guiding tool, we call it as a jig. That is very, very important. The parts manufactured under similar conditions by any company or industry at any corner of the world can be interchangeable. This is very, very important. So now that itself is called as a standardization. Whenever any part is to be replaced, they are replaced as a whole in a correct way. Okay, that itself is the main concept here. Now let us understand with a very crude definitions with the sketch there, what is the meaning of a jig. So you are going to see clearly now the left side, you are going to see the jig. This is called as a jig and this is called as a fixture. So what is the basic difference between the two? That is very, very important. In both the cases we are going to use the cutting tool as usual. Okay, and here you are going to see that we are going to hold the workpiece firmly. Here we are going to hold the workpiece firmly. Okay, that is why it is called as a fixture. If at all the location of these holes is done so that the same one how it is built, now without these elements, as you are going to see clearly, if I don't use these elements, then it becomes similar to this. Both are similar, except that here the workpiece is only held and the cutting tool is just given a feeding movement at any point. Here it is not possible to control the cutting tool, but whereas here it is possible to see that the cutting tool will move in this space only. So what is the difference I wanted to tell you here? The fixture is only going to hold the workpiece, but whereas the jig is going to hold the workpiece, as well as it means it is going to locate the workpiece at a correct point where the drill has to be passed. So such is the basic difference between the jig and a fixture. You remember one thing here, this in both the cases, this is also a workpiece, this is also a workpiece, but this we call it as a fixture and this we call it as a jig. What is the difference? Very simple thing is there. Now the workpiece is held firmly in a device. You are going to have the pins here so that it can be fixed firmly at a required position. So this cutting tool is not guided properly. So the cutting tool can be here, the cutting tool can be here, but whereas if at all you are going to see in the case of a jig here, so it is properly guided exactly at this slot only. That means where we want to drill a hole on the workpiece is already guided in this, but whereas there is no guidance here. So that itself is the basic and the main difference between a jig and a fixture. So let us understand now. We need to understand so many things in case of elements of jigs and fixtures. So we have understood that a jig is a device which is going to hold the workpiece and locate the workpiece properly. Okay, but whereas a fixture is only going to hold the workpiece, it is not going to guide the cutting tool. The guidance of the cutting tool is purely carried out by the jig, but it is not possible for the fixture to do that. Only fixture is nothing but a simple bench vise which you are going to use in your workshop is called as a fixture. But these fixtures are designed in industries based on their products. It is not necessary that the same vise is used in industries. So they are going to study in detail. Depending upon the component to be produced, they are going to separately design the fixture, and they are going to produce the products in mass or in a means any small number of pieces depending upon the customer requirement. So we need to understand here clearly what are the different elements of a jigs and fixtures. So as you are going to see here, this is called as a machine table as usual. So this is called as a machine table, and this is called as the base, and these are the supporting pins which is responsible for holding, and you are going to have an adjusting locating pin. That means by rotating this screw, it is possible to move in either direction the workpiece. That is very important. And this is called as a jig bracket. Okay, and this is called as a bush, which you are going to see, bush to guide properly the cutting tool, and this is called as a clamping screw. Okay, so what we are going to do here, if at all the clamping screw is not there in a bracket, then there is every chance that it will start vibrating. So this particular assembly is called as the jig and fixture together. That is very important. So if at all I consider, you need to understand why it is called as a jig and fixture both. That you need to understand here clearly. Suppose if at all I am going to use only these parts, then it becomes a fixture. If at all I am going to use this particular part, top portion, then it becomes a fixture. So all together we need to understand that in this particular sketch or the drawing which you are going to see here, elements which you are going to see, the twist drill is guided properly at the desired position. Okay, that is why it is called as a assembly of a jig and fixture, which you need to understand clearly here. Now let us understand in detail about definition of jigs and fixtures. It is a work holding device that holds, supports and locates the workpiece and guides the cutting tool for a specific operation. There is no need that it requires to do the drilling. So depending upon the type of operation to be carried out, okay, different types of jigs are being fabricated, produced as per the requirement in industries. We need to understand the definition. What is the meaning of a jig? A jig is a device, okay, which is going to hold, which is going to guide, which is going to support and locate the workpiece. Okay, jigs are usually fitted with hardened steel bushings for guiding or other cutting tools. A jig is a type of a tool used to control the location or motion of another tool, because here basically a jig is going to guide the cutting tool because it is responsible for controlling the movement of the cutting tool also. Okay, movement means what? Guiding it properly. Okay, actual feeding and everything is done by the machine itself. A jig's primary purpose is to provide repeatability, accuracy, interchangeability in the manufacturing products that we already discussed. If at all any industry is engaged in production of identical jobs, then they go for the design or application of these elements, jigs and fixtures, in industries so that they can produce the products very quickly. A device that does both functions, holding the work and guiding a tool. The very simple definition of a jig is it not only holds the workpiece, it is also going to guide the cutting tool. So there are two important functions In brief, to conclude, it's going to perform two important functions. One is called as the holding the workpiece, and the second one is called as the guiding the cutting tool. Both the work is done by the jig. An example of a jig is when a key is duplicated. Okay, the original is used as a jig so that the new key can have the same path as the old one. Very simple thing. If at all you are going to design one key, then if at all I want to go for the duplicate key, so that process is carried out by the jigs, what we are going to call. Now let us understand in detail about the meaning of fixtures. It is a work holding device that holds, supports and locates the workpiece for a specific operation but does not guide the cutting tool. See the difference. Here the fixture is not going to guide the cutting tool. It does all the functions. It is going to hold, it is going to support, it is going to locate also, but it is not going to guide the cutting tool. That means that extra function of guiding the cutting tool is done by a jig. Okay, that is very, very important, as you have already seen here very clearly. See here, again I am going back for better understanding. Now the tool is guided exactly in this position, but whereas in this space we don't have any guidance for this tool to go. So this tool can be this tool can be fed in the here also, anywhere in this space. There is no guidance for this cutting tool, but whereas there is a guidance for this cutting tool. That itself is the basic difference which you are going to see very clearly there. Okay, it provides only a reference surface or a device. Only it is going to provide as a reference. What makes a fixture unique is that each one is built to fit a particular part or a shape. So that is very, very important. Whatever the fixture design is there, fixture is nothing but a work holding device, a simple definition. So that depends upon that particular component design. The main purpose of a fixture is to locate and in some cases hold a workpiece during either a machining operation or some other industrial process. That depends. The main function is only to locate, and in some cases it can also hold the workpiece properly. A jig differs from a fixture in that it guides the tool to its correct position in addition to locating and supporting the workpiece. Just I have told the basic difference. Again I'll repeat it. A jig is a device which holds, locates, supports the workpiece and as well as it guides the cutting tool. But whereas a fixture is only going to hold the workpiece and locate the workpiece. It is not going to guide the cutting tool. It is not bothered what cutting tool is going to do. So that function or that facility is provided by the jig. So examples of fixtures are vice and chucks. Very simple examples he has taken. If at all you are going to consider a simple lathe machine, chucks are used for what purpose? For holding the workpiece. It's not going to guide the cutting tool, only it is going to hold the workpiece. So chuck can also be sometimes called as a fixture. Very simple example. Vices which you are going to see in carpentry shop, in workshop, all that. So bench vices, all these are called as a fixtures only, but they are limited to holding to certain workpieces. But in industries there are other types of other types of fixtures designed based on their products, what they are producing. Okay, that is very, very important. Now let us understand what are the advantages of jigs and fixtures. We need to understand clearly here. Okay, the first important is productivity. As we have already discussed that if at all we want to improve the productivity of especially the mass production of the same type of job, then the industries are going to adopt the facility of jigs and fixtures design. Jigs and fixtures increases the productivity by eliminating the individual marking. Otherwise what happens? A simple thing is there. If jigs and fixtures are designed, then directly what it is going to happen, it is possible that identical jobs are produced very, very quickly. Otherwise every time we require to mark where we want to drill a hole on a flat workpiece, then set the workpiece, all this time consumption is completely reduced by the design of jigs and fixtures. Marking, positioning and frequent checking. Okay, the operation time is also reduced due to increase in speed, feed and depth of cut because of high clamping rigidity. Even whatever the design is there, of a jig and fixture, it can facilitate to hold the workpiece firmly without any vibrations, okay, without any difficulty in machining. So that is why the productivity is going to be increased by using the jigs and fixtures, especially in the mass production of similar types of jobs. This is very, very important. Now, interchangeability and quality. It is possible to see that the products are produced and they are replaceable for the standard products. Jigs and fixture facilitate the production of articles in large quantities with high degree of accuracy, uniform quality and interchangeability at a competitive cost. If at all the production is carried out, the concept of interchangeability and quality can be met very easily by the industries. Okay, and skill reduction. There is no need for any skillful setting of the work on the tool. Jigs and fixtures makes possible to employ unskilled or semi-skilled machine operator to make savings in labor cost. This is also very, very important because the jigs and fixtures are designed and only the main function of any operator is to keep that workpiece in a jig and fixture assembly there and carry out the process of machining. So that is what is the advantage in case of industries, so that they can meet not only the requirement but they can go for the production at a very lower cost. Cost reduction, higher production, reduction in scrap, okay, easy assembly and savings in labor cost results in ultimate reduction in the unit cost. So whatever the cost of each product is there, that can come down if at all the industries adopt the concept of jigs and fixtures as the elements or the devices to be used in their shop floor, thereby reducing the unit cost of the product being produced. So these are certain advantages, very, very important advantages of using the jigs and fixtures in industries. Now, why it is important, that again to give you a clarification, you are going to see in a very, very simple figure here. So this is called as a jig. As you are going to see, whatever was the sketch you are going to see, it is called as a jig. In the figure it is clear this is a workpiece which is held, and these are called as a locating pins. So why they are locating pins? If pins are not there, it is not possible to set the workpiece properly. At which point I want to drill the hole, we don't know. So for that purpose, and this is another location which you are going to see, which you are not shown. By you operating this screw, which is here, the workpiece can be made to move here and here, means on either side, to the right or left. So thereby it is possible to guide the cutting tool in this area directly, it can drill. So this particular figure, whatever is there, that is the main importance of a jig. Here the cutting tool is guided, the workpiece is also held correctly. So that is why there are two important functions carried out by the jig. One, it is not only going to locate or hold the workpiece, it is also going to guide the cutting tool. It holds and guide the cutting tool, as you are going to see very clearly. Okay, provide repeatability, accuracy and interchangeability in the manufacturing of products. The products, standardized products of assemblies, that is called as a interchangeability concept. Okay, that is possible by the application of jigs used for holding and the tool in drilling, holding the and reaming, tapping, etc. So here it is possible to go for all these operations, like it is possible to go for drilling, reaming and tapping in a sequence very quickly. Eliminates marking out other setting methods before machining. There is no need of any marking out, because what you are going to do, only you are going to just move the workpiece at the required location, or the workpiece can be set, if at all this position is set properly, then only you are going to hold the workpiece on the locating pins, the production starts. So if this can be carried out very, very quickly, reduces the operator fatigue. There is no need that the operator has to every time see the workpiece, locate the different locations and go for the production. Okay, reduces the wastage and overall cost, improves quality. It's going to improve the quality of the product also. That is also very, very important. Now let us understand in brief about the importance of a fixture. So as we know that fixture is a device which only holds and supports the workpiece. Okay, so now that design of that depends upon, as you are going to see in the left side here. So here the fixture is, this is the workpiece and this is the work table, and these are called the T slots, and it is also going to have the locating pins. Here also it is there, but here it is not, there is no guidance for the cutting tool to be carried out. If at all I extend this and provide a bracket for guiding the cutting tool, then that fixture can be converted into a jig, okay, to create a secure mounting point of the workpiece. So here the mounting of the workpiece is carried out very correctly on a machine table, as you are going to see there. Supports the workpiece during the operation with increased accuracy, precision, reliability and interchangeability in the finished parts. Okay, it is going to support and fixture for to see that the production is carried out with a lot of accuracy there. Reduces the workpiece working time by allowing the quick setup. This is the importance of a fixture. It is going to reduce the working time. Just you are going to keep in a fixture and start the production. Maintains the proper alignment between the work and the cutter. Facilitates the mass milling, turning and grinding operations. Reduces the labor cost, increases the production capacity. The production capacity can also be increased. But in industries, they are going to adopt both together, that is the jigs as well as fixtures. This concept is very, very important. Now let us understand again. To have better understanding, we need to know what are the basic differences between the jigs and fixtures. So just we have discussed in length in connection with the diagram of a jig. What is the meaning of a jig, what is its function, as well as a fixture and what is its function. Now we need to understand what are the basic differences between the jigs and fixtures as far as the application for the machining is concerned. Jig is a device primarily used to guide the cutter to repeatedly move at predefined locations on the workpiece. Jigs can also hold, support and locate the workpiece. So the basic or the main function of a jig is to guide the cutting tool, but along with that it is not only going to guide the cutting tool, it is also going to hold, support and locate the workpiece. That is an extra function carried out by the jig. But whereas a fixture is a device used to rigidly grip, means rigidly hold, support and locate the workpiece, maintaining the exact orientation where the workpiece has to be located. That location of the workpiece is purely carried out by the fixture. It is not going to guide the cutting tool where the operation is to be carried out. It does not guide the cutter to move to a particular location. Okay, that is very, very important. A jig is usually lighter in weight. Sometimes jigs are held only by hand without clamping. Sometimes we need to see that depending upon the complexity, we have to design the jigs and fixtures. Fixture is commonly heavier because it requires to hold the workpiece. So it is slightly heavier in weight compared to the jig, and robust as it is required to sustain the cutting force and the vibration, because whatever the cutting force and vibration, especially during the machining, okay, it should be able to be designed in such a way that it is going to sustain the vibrations of the cutting forces. It is clamped firmly with the work table. The fixtures are always clamped firmly on the work table of a machine. A jig is considered easy to use and thus less skill is required to operate this device, because as it is very easy to apply, that is why less skilled worker can do the operation. Fixture is somewhat complicated to use and thus requires skill. But if at all you want to compare both the things here, we need to understand the design of fixtures play a very important role, because that fixture design will go on changing depending upon the type of workpiece to be machined. No additional device is required for locating the cutter with respect to job. So there is no need of using any other extra device to locate the, means to see that the cutter is guided in a proper way for the, carrying out the machining operation in case of a jigs. Additional accessories like blocks, gauges, etc. are desired to accurately move the cutter in intended location. That is the main function of additional blocks are required in case of a fixture, as it is required to hold the workpiece firmly here. Jig is frequently used in drilling, boring, reaming and tapping. Generally, the jigs are designed for the purpose of four important operations. That's it: drilling, that is production of the holes; boring, that is the enlarging of the previously drilled hole; reaming means fine finishing of the hole; and the tapping is the internal thread operations. The fixture is employed in milling, planing, shaping, slotting, etc. This fixture is generally used in all these machines, in milling machines, planing machines, shaping machines and slotting machines, etc. So that again design depends upon the type of the product that is being produced, type of job being produced in mass. So whenever the industries require to go for the mass production of identical jobs, then they prefer first to design the jigs and fixtures so that it is possible to go for the production very quickly to meet the requirements. So now let us understand, define jigs and fixtures, state the importance of jig, state the importance of fixture, and differentiate between the jigs and fixtures. So we need to understand here the basic differences, their advantages, importance, etc. Okay, so with this I am going to finish the today's presentation.
Hello friends, in this video we are going to see what is fixture, what is its function, how do we differentiate jigs and fixtures, and what are their properties. There are many such topics which needs high understanding, especially for the mechanical engineers. Hello friends, I am Rushabh here to help you out with your problems with 3D animated, well visualized concept in depth through my video. So let's begin. Before we start, I just want you to remind that don't forget to like my video and also subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon because I make such informative videos on regular basis. There are groups of people who had technically enhanced their knowledge and can be good enough to answer most of the questions. To be great among these people, we must know the very basic of each subject that has practical application and win over them. Some of you are brilliant in academics and have good hand over topics, but in order to be productive, we must know some major topics which have day-to-day applications and should not belittle ourselves for not knowing everything and can still make most out of it. But when we start sorting out such topics from reference book, we find it too much to understand and then we get depressed and start thinking about how to cover these topics with better understanding to get it through. For instance, just think, you are a manufacturer and you have manufactured a component after you got design and all the requirements for its development. The product is being shown which has a simple design but it has a greater application in some of the industries. Now the question arises, how you are going to measure the dimensions for checking its quality. Now you might be knowing so many tools. I have shown you two major components which is being used. Yes, it is a vernier caliper and a screw gauge. Till this point it's all correct, but it's possible to check if the production is less. If the production is more in quantity, we have to come up with the alternative workpiece holding devices for manufacturing and also for quality checking. Yes, you have guessed it right, the jigs and fixtures. Finally, we have arrived to our topic. To go through our journey, first we should know the difference and the properties which has been shown here. Getting to the first is jigs. It is used for guiding the tool for operation. Second is robust design to eliminate the instability, and it shows repeatability, accuracy and interchangeability. The next is the fixture. It is used for proper holding of workpiece, used for proper assembly of component, and it is also used for inspection. We've seen all the introduction. Now what's next? you are getting anxious about whole of this topic. The main part of the designing of this masterpiece go through one single topic, that is 3 to 1 principle. To understand this concept, first we need to know the total degrees of freedom of a given object in space. It can go forward and backward, right and left, up and down. It can also pitch, swivel, yawn, roll along its axis. Considering all its constraints, it contains 12 degrees of freedom. To restrict all this, we have to use the principle 3 supports from the base restricts 5 degrees of freedom, but still it can move up, left, right, back, front, and spin on its own axis. To make a note here, we are considering only first angle projection. That means positive x and positive y directions are not been considered. For restricting further motion, we are using 2 supports. Restrict almost 6 degrees of freedom, but it is still free to move in positive z direction. Total, there are 11 degrees of freedom which has been restricted now. At last, we had to put one more restriction that will avoid positive z movement. Considering this principle, we have constructed a simple design of a fixture which can ensure the straightness of edges, its dimensions, the position of the hole, and its diameter simultaneously. It's a great prototype for the inspection of a workpiece for large-scale production. So far we have seen about the fixtures and its working. It's time for the jigs now. Considering to the basic principle of restricting degrees of freedom and keeping the fact in mind about the robust design and interchangeability of the workpiece, which is fitted in between the work area where the place for the tool to enter is permitted. This simple prototype demonstrates the jig with the tool can be seen going through the holes. The process might be anything like reaming, drilling, broaching, etc. So this is it for this video. If anything should be added to the next video, please let me know in the comment. Do like my video.
नमस्कार दोस्तों, वर्क हब इंडिया के इस नए सेशन में मैं आर्यन विश्वकर्मा आप लोग का स्वागत करता हूं। दोस्तों, आज के इस सेशन के लिए कुछ व्यूअर्स मुझे काफी दिनों से रिक्वेस्ट कर रहे थे, तो मैंने सोचा कि आपकी रिक्वायरमेंट को आज पूरा कर देता हूं मैं। और ये काफी इंटरेस्टिंग सब्जेक्ट भी है क्योंकि मैं पर्सनली एक इंजीनियर हूँ और इंजीनियर होने के नाते इंजीनियरिंग के काफी सारे सब्जेक्ट मेरे दिल के पर्सनली करीब है, तो अच्छा लगता है कि मैं लोगों के कुछ काम आ पा रहा हूँ। तो दोस्तों, सेशन शुरू करने से पहले नए व्यूअर्स को मेरा रिक्वेस्ट है कि अगर आपने हमारे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया है तो नीचे दिए गए रेड कलर के सब्सक्राइब बटन को क्लिक करके सब्सक्राइब हो जाइए और बेल आइकन को भी क्लिक कर लीजिए, जिससे कि आपको हमारे नए वीडियो के अपलोड पे नोटिफिकेशन मिल जाया करेगा। वीडियो अगर पसंद आए तो उसे लाइक करना ना भूलें और इसका लिंक अपने दोस्तों और कलीग्स के साथ में भी शेयर करें ताकि उनको भी कुछ लर्निंग हो। तो दोस्तों, आज हम जो समझने वाले हैं कि जिग्स और फिक्सचर में डिफरेंस क्या होता है। तो दोस्तों, इंडस्ट्री में जिग्स एंड फिक्सचर काफी कॉमनली इस्तेमाल किया जाता है। इनफैक्ट काफी सारे लोगों को मैंने देखा है पर्सनली कि जिग्स को फिक्सचर या फिक्सचर को जिग कह देते हैं या कभी कभी तो जिग्स फिक्सचर भी कह देते हैं। हालांकि जिग्स एंड फिक्सचर दोनों के दोनों जो चीजें हैं ये मास मैन्युफैक्चरिंग में इस्तेमाल किया जाता है, लेकिन दोनों में कुछ बेसिक डिफरेंस है। तो आज हम उस बेसिक डिफरेंस को जानेंगे और थोड़ा सा क्लैरिटी लेंगे। तो दोस्तों, जिग का जो प्राइमरी पर्पस होता है हमारे मैन्युफैक्चरिंग प्रोसेस में, वो कंटिन्यूअसली रिपीटेबिलिटी देता है, यानी कि हमको रिपीट करने में आसानी होती है, एक्यूरेसी लाता है और इंटरचेंजेबिलिटी यानी कि हमको चेंज करने में भी आसानी होती है। काफी बार हम जिग को फिक्सचर के साथ में कंफ्यूज करते हैं। फिक्सचर जो होता है ये बेसिकली वर्क को एक फिक्स लोकेशन में पकड़ के रखता है और जिग जो होता है ये बेसिकली ये पकड़ने का काम यानी कि होल्डिंग का पर्पस प्लस गाइडिंग का यानी कि टूल को गाइड करने का भी काम करता है। आइए जरा आगे में थोड़ा सा इसमें और क्लैरिटी लेते हैं दोस्तों। तो पहले जिग को समझ लेते हैं डिटेल में। तो दोस्तों, अगर सिंपल टर्म में बात करें तो जिग इज ए टूल दैट गाइड्स द कटिंग और मशीनिंग टूल, यानी कि जिग का प्राइमरी पर्पस होता है कि जिस कटिंग टूल को आप इस्तेमाल करते हैं या मशीनिंग टूल का इस्तेमाल कर रहे हैं उसको ये गाइड करता है। कॉमन टाइप का जो जिग होता है वो है ड्रिल जिग, जिसका पर्पस होता है ड्रिल बिट को प्रॉपर तरीके से गाइड करना ताकि ड्रिलिंग ऑपरेशन सही तरीके से हो पाए। यूजिंग ड्रिलिंग जिग इंक्रीजेस प्रोडक्शन रेट ड्रास्टिकली बाय एलिमिनेटिंग द टाइम स्पेंट यूजिंग अ स्क्वायर स्क्राइबर। तो जनरली क्या होता है, हम स्क्राइबर से या हाइट गेज से या सेंटर पंच से मार्किंग वर्क करके जो हम ड्रिलिंग करते हैं इसमें काफी टाइम स्पेंड होता है ना। तो जिग जो होता है इन सारे कामों को हटा के और ड्रिल बिट को या मशीनिंग टूल को डायरेक्टली वो गाइड करता है, जिससे कि प्रोडक्टिविटी बढ़ जाती है, एक्यूरेसी बढ़ जाती है। तो दोस्तों जिस तरह से हम ड्रिल जिग का इस्तेमाल करते हैं इंडस्ट्री में ड्रिल बिट को गाइड करने के लिए, उसी तरीके से इंडस्ट्री में वेल्डिंग जिग का भी काफी इस्तेमाल होता है, जहां पर मास मैन्युफैक्चरिंग में वेल्डिंग ऑपरेशन किए जाते हैं। इसके अलावा वुड वर्किंग जिग का भी इस्तेमाल किया जाता है, जो कि बेसिकली वुडन वर्क में उसका जो वुड का जो प्रोफाइल होता है उसमें इंट्रिकेट शेप को डिजाइन करने में हेल्प करता है। और दोस्तों आइए अब समझते हैं कि फिक्सर क्या होता है। तो देखो फिक्सर की बात करते हैं। फिक्सर इज ए टूल which holds the workpiece with the machine bed precisely at the desired location। यानी कि फिक्सर का मेन काम होता है कि जहां पर आप मशीनिंग कर रहे हैं या कोई भी ऑपरेशन कर रहे हैं, चाहे वेल्डिंग कर रहे हो, तो बेसिकली ये वर्क को यानी कि जिस प्रोडक्ट पे आपको ऑपरेशन करना है उसको प्रॉपरली अपने जगह पे होल्ड करके रखता है। तो फिक्सर काम सिर्फ और सिर्फ होल्डिंग करना होता है। The fixture also reduces the non-productive loading, unloading and fixing time for the workpiece। यानी कि अगर आपके पास में फिक्सर नहीं है तो आपको प्रोडक्ट को होल्ड करने में, लोडिंग करने में, अनलोडिंग करने में काफी टाइम लगता है। तो उस टाइम को ये काफी रिड्यूस कर देता है और प्रोडक्टिविटी आपकी बढ़ा देती है, प्लस प्रोडक्ट में कंसिस्टेंसी भी आती है। दोस्तों एग्जांपल के तौर पे अगर आपको मिलिंग ऑपरेशन करना है, ठीक है ना, अगर मिलिंग ऑपरेशन करना है और मिलिंग ऑपरेशन में एक रेक्टेंगुलर वर्क पीस में आपको चैम्फर मारना है, तो आप क्या करेंगे, आप वाइस का भी इस्तेमाल कर सकते हैं। तो वाइस पे आप प्रोडक्ट को लगाएंगे, उसको टाइट करेंगे, होल्ड करेंगे अपने पोजीशन में, फिर उसके बाद में आपको मशीनिंग करेंगे, लेकिन उसमें काफी टाइम चला जाएगा आपको, प्लस एक्यूरेसी भी गारंटेड नहीं होती है। और आपने अगर 100 पार्ट बनाया तो उसमें कंसिस्टेंसी भी नहीं आएगी। लेकिन उसके जगह में अगर आपने मिलिंग फिक्सर का आपने इस्तेमाल किया तो क्या होगा, फिक्सर जो है प्रॉपरली टूल को होल्ड करेगा और आपका ऑपरेशन सही निकलेगा, पार्ट की एक्यूरेसी भी मेंटेन होगी। आइए दोस्तों आगे में हम कुछ एग्जांपल देखते हैं जिग्स और फिक्सर्स के, उससे हमको समझने में थोड़ी सी और क्लैरिटी मिलेगी। दोस्तों आप यहाँ पर जो देख रहे हैं पिक्चर में, ये है जिग यानी कि ड्रिल जिग है। तो यहाँ पर आप देख सकते हैं ये लोकेटिंग पिन है और यहाँ पर प्रोडक्ट को यानी कि वर्क को जिस पर ड्रिलिंग करना है उसको यहाँ पर रखा गया है, ठीक है ना। ये बुश है और बुश से यहाँ पर ये ड्रिल बिट है, यहाँ से ड्रिल आएगा लोकेट होके और प्रॉपर जगह पे जहाँ पर आपको ड्रिल करना है उसी जगह पे ड्रिल करेगा। यानी कि जिग जो है ये टूल को प्रॉपरली गाइड करेगा। दोस्तों इस एग्जांपल में आप देख रहे हैं, यहाँ पर देख रहे हैं आप एक जिग है जहां पर कि ड्रिल बिट को गाइड किया जा रहा है और ये जो है ये एक फिक्सर है। तो ये फिक्सर का काम क्या है, सिर्फ प्रोडक्ट को होल्ड करना है। प्रोडक्ट को आप यहाँ पर लगाएंगे और इसे टाइट कर देंगे तो ये होल्ड करेगा। और दोस्तों इस एग्जाम्पल में मैंने जिग और फिक्सर दोनों दिखाया है। तो यहाँ पर आप जो देख रहे हैं ये जिग है और यहाँ पर आप देख रहे हैं फिक्सर है। तो ये फिक्सर वाले में देखिए यहाँ पर ये प्रोडक्ट जो है यानी कि वर्कपीस जो है, इस वर्कपीस को यहाँ पर होल्ड करने के लिए क्लैंप दिया गया है। यानी कि आप क्लैंप को लूज कर लीजिए, पार्ट को लोड कीजिए और क्लैंप को टाइट कर लीजिए, जिससे कि पार्ट जो है प्रॉपर जगह में वो होल्ड हो जाएगा, है ना। लेकिन टूल को गाइड नहीं मिल रहा है। जबकि यहाँ पर आप जो देख रहे हैं सिमिलर तरीके का यहाँ पर फिक्सर है, यानी कि फिक्सर के साथ साथ में यहाँ पर जिग का बूस्ट भी लगाया गया, जिससे कि टूल को प्रॉपर गाइडेंस मिलेगा। दोस्तों जिग में जनरली क्या होता है, जिग में जिग प्लस फिक्सर दोनों होता है। फिक्सर सिर्फ प्रोडक्ट को होल्ड करता है। तो दोस्तों आशा करता हूं कि आपको जिग और फिक्सर में क्लैरिटी